internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right in today's video. The thumbnail says it all. $7.5 trillion has just been unlocked, and this is absolutely a monumental moment. Okay, this marks history, and this is a big deal. As you guys can see, the markets are moving. Remember what I've been telling you, wait until you see this significant move, and wait until you see utility-driven assets soar in market cap. But you gotta take a listen. This is pretty much what we've been all waiting for. I hope you're sitting down for this one because KeyRock just teamed up with Deutsche Bank to bring digital asset operations to the next level. And we're not just talking about small upgrades, we're talking about a multi-currency infrastructure, okay? Integrated FX services and global payments across EMEA, APAC, and LATAM. This is huge, and you know Ripple plays a major role in all of those jurisdictions that I just named. And we know Ripple has been behind the curtains this whole time. Ripple led a $72 million funding round into KeyRock last year, in 2022. And that's right, Ripple has been a key client with KeyRock 3 years prior to 2022. Okay, so it goes a long way. And you know what that means? Ripple's technology is right in the middle of this entire operation. Do you understand how big this is? The FX markets and market making operations are about to shift, and XRP will absolutely play a role in this. The FX markets will never be the same. Okay, we're talking big numbers here that you guys all know, and this is outdated. And if we just go back to the article and what was said back in 2022, listen to this. This means providing liquidity to markets that are yet to reach trading volume sufficient to drive revenue for their market maker. A big chunk of our vision is to provide liquidity on the markets that need it the most. And the FX markets move 7.5 trillion every single day. And we know this is much higher now because this number is from 2022. And guess what Deutsche Bank is doing? They're giving KeyRock the ability to use institutional grade infrastructure, trading across more than 10 currencies, which they named, with better settlement times than ever before. So we're bridging currencies and we're eliminating those silos and creating a real-time liquidity, and this is exactly what XRP is built to do.
Well, it's because Ripple has a built-in, maybe the world's first distributed currency exchange. So anybody in the world can put a bid-ask on any currency pair from any issuer as they please. Well, it's because Ripple has a built-in, maybe the world's first distributed currency exchange. And there it goes. So we think that's maybe the biggest opportunity with Ripple. It federates the world's payment systems, and that's what we're particularly excited about. Ripple, it federates the world's payment systems, and that's what we're particularly excited about.
Do you understand the importance of this? And and remember, this is the most craziest part, connecting the dots back to the internet of value. Okay? Take a listen to this. Remember when the Deutsche Bank representative started using the phrase internet of value? That's a term, coined by Ripple. Since inception, that is what Ripple has been going by. And listen to this.
But also from the perspective of the end user, right? What can this technology offer that was not possible until today?
I'll go, with the term that people have coined, right? The internet of value.
And again, touching on the Ripple ecosystem, our whole vision is very internet centric. So the network we're creating for moving value between banks and between payment companies, if you look at it, it looks like the internet. So we call it an internet of value.
The term that people have coined, right, the internet of value.
So we call it an internet of value.
So with blockchain, first it carries value. And secondly, it carries native value, previously through crypto, these days, right, through tokenized representation of assets and money. And very importantly as well, is the whole characteristics of programmability. When you add these two things together, you start changing business model and operating model. And then you start to seeing how you can actually unlock certain additional value for clients and for the industry.
And kind of stepping way back, we do believe, we agree that this is the beginning of an internet of value. That is now possible. It wasn't possible before Bitcoin. Bitcoin showed it was possible to do this. Ripple's taking that and using a different technology based on the same principles. But the key thing is we think just like the early days of the internet of knowledge, going back 20 years ago, that internet would not have value unless you got the key custodians of knowledge on board, the universities, the research facilities, think ARPANET, Stanford. We think we're in that same period with the internet of value, that before these technologies have key utility, we have to get the custodians of value on board first. And those are the banks, financial institutions, market makers. Then I think we're set up where these things can have tremendous value across the board.
This is Ripple's vision coming to life right before our eyes, guys. Slowly but surely, the financial system is like transforming, and XRP is the key bridge asset behind it all. Like, there is no disputing that. It may sound crazy, but wait until everybody starts saying goodbye to the old Nostro Vostro accounts, and then they welcome the XRP liquidity. And this isn't just speculation, right? The days of trillions of dollars locked up in Nostro Vostro accounts are ending. We know that because that's the problem that was Ripple set out to solve. And instead, one highly liquid asset like XRP will enable seamless value transfers across any region in any currency. And the deeper this liquidity gets, remember, liquidity is like the linchpin, okay? The less volatility we'll see. XRP's price won't just moon, it'll stabilize at levels that reflect its actual utility. The flow of real-time, borderless value has already started. Remember that. And this is just the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is happening and we're witnessing it before the rest of the world catches on. Bit by bit, these partnerships are forming. We have been documenting all of this. This isn't about hype anymore. It's utility in motion. You see how it is gradually scaling up. So buckle up, because the FX market and the global payment infrastructure are being rebuilt right now. You guys all know. And we're not talking about 10 years from now. We're talking today. Okay, the implementations are about to slowly get integrated. Slowly but surely, Ripple's vision is becoming reality. And the best part, we saw this coming. We knew the internet value would unlock trillions, and we're standing right here at the forefront of the biggest shift in finance we've ever seen. This is why I'm so bullish. Like, do you understand how monumental this announcement was, right? Like, this is a very, very big deal, ladies and gentlemen. This is why XRP matters, and this is why the next phase of global finance belongs to those who saw the bigger picture before the rest. That's why they took a step back, and they want to do this right, and you create this network of trust. This has been ongoing for so long. You think Ripple, giving them that fund, you think they're not going to have any say in what they're doing as well, right? This is like the bigger picture all happening. The internet of value is no longer just a concept. Understand that. It's happening right now. And XRP is unlocking that FX market, and soon the whole world will understand what we've been trying to say this all along, So buckle up, because this ride is just the beginning. Just the beginning, okay? So I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And we will be back with another video. And I just want to play this, again, what I reflected on yesterday's video, what was Ripple doing in 2014, right? Trying to bring regulation before even people knew what blockchain was, right? I mean, like, these are history videos that will be I mean, we're going to an AI world, so I don't even know how the world's going to be. But I don't know how they're going to teach history, but this is history.
Appreciate the opportunity to meet with you today. I commend your leadership in investigating virtual currencies and other emerging technologies. I'm pleased to offer an overview of Ripple and address any questions you may have. Ripple Labs is based in San Francisco and employs a team of 95 men and women with experience in government and regulation, finance and technology. Their previous experience includes Federal Reserve, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the NSA, Goldman Sachs, Deloitte, Apple, and Google. Our goal is to create faster, safer, and more efficient payment systems domestically and across international borders. In my view, a large portion of today's inefficiencies in payments stem from antiquated infrastructure. In many countries, the technology underpinning payments was last updated in the 1970s and was not designed with interoperability in mind. Because systems are not compatible, banks have to rely on a patchwork of intermediaries to move funds.
And if you came all the way to the end and you are not subscribed to the channel or you haven't liked the video yet, what are you doing? If you do not subscribe to the channel, I will honestly hack your wallets. I'm not kidding. I will do it. Do not tempt me. Hit that subscribe button and I'll be back. We'll be back with another video.
Building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.